It's quite terrifying because you do think of the internet trolls to be a certain type. We have a sort of cliched picture.
Yeah, I think it kind of helps to believe that they are, you know, to kind of think, oh, they're just a sad, unhappy person that hasn't got much to do, and that's all they do is spend all day being horrible to people online. And I think that was actually the scariest thing that I found out while doing the show. It really frightens you to think that, you know, it could be anyone.
How were you affected by trolls?
I've had it in the past. I think I was very lucky when I first started my career. There wasn't really any social media, so I never had to. Yeah, I'd never had to deal with that, you know. So I think that was a big eye opener for me when I came into the Saturdays, and it's even grown since then. And I've had some really nasty comments, like things about my weight or, you know, past relationships or whatever. People can just get, you know, death threats, anything, or people just make an account.
You've had death threats?
Yeah.
Why did they want to kill you?
I don't know, and that's what I don't understand. You know, some of the people that I met, they've had the same. And I think what it is, and actually when you go and meet these trolls, is that it's become quite a faceless thing. I think people get very brave. They think they can say whatever they like, and they think that they're untouchable. And I think that's what we were trying to prove, is that actually you're not. People can find out who you are. And actually it hurts just as much as if, and it's just as scary if I say it to your face or online.
But when you read that, the death threat, how on earth did you cope? I mean, did you go to Wayne and just say, look what's happening, or did you just sort of go into yourself?
It just really frightened me, really. I didn't really tell anyone about it. Just kind of thought, because it's online, I just thought, oh, you know, what can you do about it? And I think that's the worst thing. It does make you feel quite lonely, and that there's nothing you can do about it.
Now, you hunt down the actual trolls and they get face-to-face with the people that they trolled. That must be an extraordinary moment.
Yeah, I think, you know, the people that we did it with, they were very nervous because they could just type it on a keyboard, whereas face-to-face, they won't say it.
What would you say if the internet troll who said those horrible things to you was sitting opposite you now or watching now? Or any trolls are sitting there watching, thinking, oh, what shall I do?
It makes me nervous. I don't know. I thought all these people were really brave because I don't know if I could. I think I find it really hard. I think I'd still be a bit scared of them. But I just would want to know why. I just don't think, unless you know someone really, really well, how can you hate someone that much? And I just, would want to know why and what they thought the effect would be, and whether they just thought. A lot of people say, oh, it was just a joke or it was just a throwaway comment. But for the people reading it, it's really frightening.
Jokes are meant to be funny, though, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's talk about happy things then as well. Strictly Come Dancing. And I know it's a few years since you did it, but and I saw you straight afterwards. I've never seen... You were glowing. You loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? If anyone, you know, in interviews or anything, anyone ever says to me, oh, what's your biggest regret? I don't have any, other than that I've already been on Strictly, so I can't do it again. And that's the genuine truth. I was actually saying to my manager earlier, I was like, I'm just devastated that my time is gone, you know, and it was so long ago now, and I just loved it. And
why? Why was it so wonderful?
It's just... Oh, it's just mad. You do end up in just this world that revolves around dancing, and it's so much fun. Everyone's so lovely, and the costumes are beautiful. You know, you're doing something that you would never get a chance to do normally. And don't get me wrong, it's stressful, it's nerve-wracking, and you do get wrapped up in it all, and it's tiring, and it completely takes over. But when it ends, you're just like, oh, that's it, it's done. But
you did it 2 years later because you went on tour, because you had the baby in between.
Yeah, so I was lucky, really, because at the time I was devastated that I had to pull out of the tour. But then, you know, getting to do it, I always said to Kevin, like, I kind of got to drag my Strictly experience out, like I really got to cling on to it. So I got to get back into all my old costumes, and I got to dance with Kevin again. And
lovely.
Every time they announce the new people that are coming on, I'm always just so jealous, because I just know how much fun they're going to have.
Just quickly, something I thought, would you go into the jungle? Is this true? People are sort of whispering that there's a chance you might be going into the jungle.
You know what? It was the one other show that I always said I would maybe do, but I'd be awful on it. I would absolutely hate it, but I'd want to do it purely to push myself to try and see how I would react. But now I've got the boys, I don't think I would want to. It's like 3 weeks of not even being able to know how they are. And
if you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty more fantastic interviews to come, so make sure that you subscribe.
It was a very brave thing to do, to have the date on television.
Oh, yeah, I was very, very nervous.
Were you?
Oh, yeah, way more nervous than anything I've ever done, yeah.
Than anything, standing in an arena.
Oh, yeah, put me on an arena all day over going on a date.
Did you get wobbly knees?
Oh, yeah.
I know the feeling.